we're going to be talking about childhood injuries, or just injuries up until my age today. So if you're squeamish and you don't like hearing about blood or injuries at all, then feel free to leave. I'm not asking you to stay here. I've injured myself quite a few ways, many times. I'm gonna first start off by telling you I've never broken a bone. Not a single bone. No toe bones, no finger bones, no bones. Good job, Sarah. I'm gonna start off by saying my father owned a junkyard. There was a metal fence that got knocked over. It was like a 12-foot high fence. There was nails sticking out of it, little to my knowledge. And so I was just walking along. All I remember is feeling pain. They were like long nails too. The nail was all the way through my foot, from the middle of my foot through out the top. Didn't hit any bones and went through the bottom of my tennis shoe out the top. I was a stubborn girl. Here I was at probably around 8 years old. I sat down on my back porch, I grabbed the bottom of the nail head, and I just ripped it out. I didn't think I put hydrogen peroxide on it, or I just left it there. I didn't tell my parents. My parents never knew about this. I've also had several finger injuries. I was maybe 8 to 11, sometime within that range. It was an old truck that we were taking care of. I had my finger in the door. I think it was my middle finger in this hand. And my brother just hops on out and then slams the door. And I'm standing there with my finger in the door and I was just like, brother. I didn't say anything. I just kind of pulled my finger out. I just kind of held my finger and my brother walked away and I was like, nope, nope, you can't cry. You're a big girl now. Big girls don't cry. And especially not in front of other people. So you know what I did? What big girls obviously do. They crawl under a truck and they cry. All by themselves for probably about 30 minutes. I didn't tell anybody. The only way my parents found out, I crawled on top of a table and I remember I was singing my ABCs. I was like, Mommy, Daddy, look, I can sing the entire alphabet. A, B, C, D. Oh, Sarah, what happened to your finger? My brother's gonna get in trouble. But of course, being the girl I was, I didn't stick up for my brother. I was just sitting there coddling my finger like, oh my God, you poor little baby. It must hurt so much. And I was like, yeah, it hurt a little. And the other time I hurt my finger, probably when I was 17 or 18 years old. There was a weight bench and there was this area where, you know, you lift up the weights and you put them on the thing. I don't know what the thing is called. But I was just screwing around and there's a big old heavy weight bar too. There was one area that went like this, like kind of a hook where you could drop it down, where it could like drop itself down into the hole, where you know, it holds the weight things up for you so you get underground. I was holding it was a heavy metal bar too. I was like, oh God, this is getting too heavy. So I put it back on and I put one of my fingers, my ring finger or my middle finger, in the area underneath the bar and it just slides right off, comes down and crushes my finger. I just pulled it out and I remember it being very purple and the nail fell off immediately. Oh, there's blood. And where's my nail? Oh, there it is. Pain. Moving on to more beautiful things. I was crawling under my house. I just feel pain in my right knee. Look at my knee. There's this huge gash on my kneecap. Ah, look what I've done now. Mommy, Daddy, I cut my knee open. Oh my God, okay, let's put some alcohol on it. As a young child, I would rather die than have alcohol put on my cuts. So they have to hold me down and they promised me a lollipop. I do remember though, they never gave me that lollipop. And the last thing I can think about was also not too long ago, it just dislocated a pinky toe. I had this little orange metal chair. I just slammed my pinky toe into it. I heard a pop. It's been a couple weeks, it's not healing. At that time we didn't have hot water because our hot water heater went out. I was carrying a massive pot of hot water to put in the bathtub. I remember tripping a little and my right foot went down. I felt a sharp pain and a pop. And I had just relocated my pinky toe back into place. How many times have I been hurt in my life? This has been an interesting video, I hope, hearing about my pain. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.